Fred Savage explains why so many Trumpers were mad about Trump's comments about Rob Reiner, and if you were going to film Wonder Years today, it would take place in 2005. So here is actor Ben Savage, who plays a little boy who is sick and his grandfather comes to read him a book. The Princess Bride is one of many films in which Rob Reiner sought to create a storyline that felt universal. Not a universality that's of the lowest common denominator, but instead a universality based on emotions. Many of those emotions were tough ones. So Stand By Me takes place in the 1950s, 59, and it was made in the 1980s. And it is about the universality of losing your childhood innocence. Year after The Princess Bride comes up, Ben Savage is in The Wonder Years. It's a television show that's set in the 1960s, but was made in the 1980s. And Carol Black were basically doing nostalgia-core. This was a fairly happy, and it was very much in contrast with what was happening in the news. This takes place at the end of the Reagan era. America has lost all kinds of jobs. The complete structure of society that they were showing here, where a middle-class family could have a house and be on one income, was about to disappear, or had already disappeared by the time people were watching the show. But I think most of the people watching it didn't realize how transformative Reaganomics was going to be on the culture of American society. It's a lot of that dissonance in the late 80s and early 90s that has impacted American politics today. Because they're Gen Xers and they're boomers and they're voting to go back to the 1960s. When they say make America great again, they're not saying they want to go back to 2005. They want to go back to when you could have a job and a house. The adage that's been going around Threads is the reason that they love Trump is not that they think he's going to change America, but they allow this to be an America where they don't have to change. A lot of people also say these are the people who watch Star Wars. Why are they all choosing to be a part of the empire? It's because they don't think they are. They don't think they're the bad guys. A lot of them think they are trying to get back to a good place, which is why it was so hard to hear him talk about someone who they perceive as speaking to them, to their good place. Rob Reiner told the stories of their America. Now, I think part of it is because they perceive these as feel-good stories that weren't that deep. Forgetting he wanted us to feel deeply. Depth is not just intellectual, it's also about emotion. That's the dissonance they're seeing. They thought Trump was a good guy who was going to take them back to when it was good, because they're good. But like a lot of Reiner's films, saying good things doesn't mean you don't change. This little boy grows and changes. It's actually possible for anyone.